the only curse of having Lego in this room on the occasion is that I like getting a little display Lego, like the Batmobile, the '89 version, and comes with a podium with the characters, and clearly someone has knocked it off and they've all fallen. But the person has just put them, I imagine it's probably my mum, because, got clothes to wash. It's the warmest room in the house kind of deal. So she's probably just put them all on the counter, which is the shelf, which is nice at least, There's at least a care factor of, oh, the dogs might come in and eat them, might as well move them. Anyway, welcome to this weekend. It's another weekend. My family's back. My girlfriend's back too, actually. That's nice. All the stuff she has bought for me from the US, because she was there for 6 months, is on a boat. So that'll be here in like a month or two. So I don't really care. When it comes in, I'll do a whole video. It won't be this weekend, so don't worry about it. Trust me, it will not need to be this weekend. I imagine it'll be cool enough to show off, because I think there's like Universal Monsters stuff and all this kind of groovy stuff. I don't know. Groovy. Man, look at me. I show my age, don't I? I grew up with Scooby-Doo. I'm allowed to say groovy. So, I've got a collection of Blu-rays here. And a 4K as well, hot diggity. But I want to start off with this. There's still clattering inside it because there's the plastic little wires. This is G-Tech HDMI cable. It's a 8K cable capable of HDMI 2.1, as you can see on the display there. I just bought it because I wanted to get another HDMI cable, but also because I still need to plug it into the TV. It's annoying because the TV, I've got 2 ports on this side of it and 2 ports on the base. Problem is, it's really easy to get to this side. I say really easy, it's still a struggle because I can't pull the TV forward. I did not use the bracket that the TV came with. I used the one that was already on my wall because it was already there. But it means that you can't move the TV. God knows how I'm ever going to get it off. Doesn't really matter, but it means it's really hard to put HDMI cables into from the base. So I will attempt to do that sometime eventually. I bought this like a week ago and I have yet to actually install it because my brother and I was going to do it, and we looked at it and it's just like, yeah, this is too much for one night. We were like too exhausted from the day that had occurred prior, so we're like, nah, fuck it, we'll do it later. So anyway, I got distracted and forgot to actually mention that I bought it because it was on sale. It was like $20 cheaper than the regular price. I like getting the G-Tech brand because it's just, I don't know, just the better, for some reason, the better 4K cable brand that I like to get. I've gotten their other cable, but that it wasn't the 2.1, it was just the 2.0 cable. So I want to get the 2.1 to just plug into my main 4K player, have the 2.0 cable be plugged into my other 4K player, and then have my standard 4K cable, whatever, HDMI cable plugged into my receiver. So yeah, it was just on sale, so I figured I'd mention it. The 8K thing is just a bonus. I don't need 8K. I really don't. I don't have any 8K capable stuff for gaming or whatever. It's mostly a gaming thing, but it is a pretty good brand. So that's just my suggestion. If you want to get it, go for it. I don't know. This isn't sponsored. It just was on sale. Hooray. Look, we'll start off with the bang. The one that I was most curious about. I'm actually yet to even watch it because I got it yesterday and I had family over, so damn, everyone's coming over now. Anyway, look, I got Avatar on 4K. This is the Australian release. I don't know how much it differs from like US counterparts, except for the fact that it does have the M-rated sticker on the goddamn sleeve. Look, nice, it comes with sleeves. There's no embossing or anything. It's just a flat image, which is fine until you realize it's the exact same artwork on the inside. Fine, I guess. Also, it's just saying A on the spine is really dumb. Like, that's going to get tired really quickly if they don't make it a consistent thing. So I'm not completely happy with that idea. I understand it does match the A on the front cover, so that's fine, I guess. The artwork's still nice. It's very Natiri focused, isn't it? You know, it's Natiri. It's on her little dragon thing. You know, she's more of a focus than Jake is, which is really interesting. Like, she's not the main character, but it's like she's on the back cover. It's very Natiri focused, which is would make you think it's her film. I don't have much of a problem with that, but it's just weird. Anyway, I'm very annoyed that the M-rated thing wasn't just a sticker on the shrink wrap. Like, if it's going to have a sleeve, take off the M-rated sticker, because at least you got it on the inside cover. There's no reversible artwork. Why would there be? But again, no Terry on the front. I believe that's Jake testing his dragon thing. I don't remember what the hell it's called. And the bonus disc. I will probably buy the... I wanted to get the 3D version, which I did find out recently that there's a release, limited edition Blu-ray release of the 3D edition of the first film, which is bizarre to me, that was a limited edition. I guess 3D TVs really weren't that big, but it's also like, there's a 3D movie, mate, what the fuck? I don't like that they didn't do an Elite release for this, where they had the 4K, the Blu-ray, the 3D, and the bonus. Not to mention the fact that, of course, yes, this does not have the extended edition or the extra extended edition. There's like 2 different extended versions. Plus, there's like a bunch of hours of bonus features that aren't on this. So this saying it's the Ultimate Collector's Edition, I believe, is not actually true. It does have a lot of special features, but to my knowledge, it doesn't have all of the special features. Though it does say over 3 hours of bonus features. So I'll look into it more before I release this video, ideally. Okay, so I put in the extra research, and basically, from what they said on stuff like Blu-ray.com and, whatnot, they've basically said that it does have some new featurettes exclusive to the whole, it's been, this many years since Avatar came out, let's take a look back and whatnot. And it does involve probably as they said, the best, like, 1.5 to 2 hour long documentary making of, but it doesn't include every single special feature. So if you do have the original extended cut Blu-ray, I do suggest keeping a hold of that or trying to find it online, especially because it does come with the alternate extended cuts. And of course, there is still the limited edition Blu-ray 3D release, which you can get, which again, you'll have to find on secondary markets. So yeah, it's not a perfect set, but I would have preferred more. We get what you're given, I guess. Because I do have the DVD release of the film, which does have all the bonus features, so realistically I don't need to buy the Blu-ray, but I would like to buy the Blu-ray so I have the alternate cuts. They're not remastered on 4K, they'll still look as bad as they did on the Blu-ray, even though that's not even that bad, it's just 2D, if you get what I mean. I haven't bought the new one yet. The new one's far too expensive. I'm waiting for a sale to probably get Way of Water. And that's another thing. I don't know where the 3D release is on that at JB Hi-Fi. I couldn't see one when I was there the other day. They had a 4K release, but again, the 3D release is separate. I don't have a 3D TV, but I do have a PlayStation 4 with a headset VR thing. It's my brother's, but like, it's a PS Vita? I don't know what the hell. That was a console, wasn't it? It's the VR headset. I know that you can play 3D Blu-rays through that, which is cool. I just wish they did an Elite kind of style pack where they just put it all in one goddamn pack. I think it's absolute bullshit that they haven't done that. I don't like that there's no alternate cuts of the movie on the 4K release, even if they're not remastered on 4K, as long as they had the Blu-ray releases of them. But they just didn't do that. It just confuses me. Why did they not do that? It's so annoying. It's genuinely forcing me to have to go out and buy, like on eBay, the triple 3-disc version, but I want to see if it has the special features, because I could live with just the theatrical cut. I don't really need the extended cuts, because I'm pretty sure if they just resulted as deleted scenes, then I don't need to see them in a longer version. But I did like seeing how other characters kind of died in the first movie, where it doesn't show that, it shows them dying in the theatrical cut, but it has an extended version of some death scenes, which I do like. I did watch them all as a kid when the movie first came out on DVD, but I have yet to actually rewatch it as an adult. So I've seen it twice over the past 2 years, once on Disney Plus and once on IMAX, and that was the remastered version. It was nice, but yeah, that's why I still got the 4K. But also it was a buy two get one free, so I also bought Mortal Kombat. This one was $37, or $36, I think. Yeah, ridiculously priced. I still enjoyed this movie. I don't think it's the best movie. It's still Mortal Kombat without the actual Mortal Kombat. But I like it. It's got a bunch of special features as well. It's still your regular 2-disc pack with HDR grading and whatnot. I don't think there's any actual Dolby Vision or anything. I don't really care. I just needed something else that was a part of the buy two get one free deal. Because annoyingly I wanted Hook, the Spielberg film, but they didn't have it there in store, so I'll have to get it from a different store at some stage. I don't know. It's only because it's Spielberg that I want to get it, because I've never really seen it, but I did see this in cinema and I did like it. It's just not a great film. but I'm okay with that. And now for these all feel like just, oh my god, I can't believe I had to get this in this particular way. It's very begrudging of me. I got Puss in Boots: The Last Witch. I loved this film in cinema. I would really much like to rewatch it. It's one of those things where it's like, I didn't need to get it, but as a buy two get one free, so I got it for free. I'm okay with that. My only annoyance is the fact that it's just a standard Blu-ray in Australia, despite saying it's a collector's edition. It does come with the deleted scenes, cast of characters, special short film, and all your regular bullshit. The dogs are going crazy out there. I don't know why. Either way, I imagine they're just clamoring for attention. My god, I'm so sorry. So many disruptions today. But yeah, so I got Puss in Boots. Again, I still really like the movie. I wanted to get the 4K UHD, but I had to import it, and it would have been $50. And I'm like, I don't want to import it for $50. I just don't want to do that, you know? So yeah, it was like Babylon, how I got that on Blu-ray a few months ago, and I was happy with the Blu-ray. It looked really good. I was happy with it. Still came with all the extra special features on a bonus disc. It's just that it wasn't a 4K UHD, which I would have had to import, and it's still $50, and I'm happy to have bought it for free, because I got it as a buy two get one free. Even though realistically it's like, if you divide the price by 3, it makes more sense. So yeah, it's like 20 odd bucks, but still cheaper, which I'm happy with. I don't know if the videos come out yet. I did another 2 more of those My Physical Media videos. There's one called The Confusion of Physical Media, which is one I mentioned this in. This is Cinderella. I'm yet to take it out of its shrink wrap. I'm holding on it for now. This is the 2-disc Diamond Edition, as it's called. As you can see on the back there, I know it's still on its shrink wrap. This does come with the Tangled Short, Never Before Seen alternate opening sequence, The Magic of the Glass Slipper, a Cinderella story, Behind the Magic, the Disney Princess Fantasyland, The Real Fairy Godmother, and much more. The fact that it stipulates The Real Fairy Godmother means that it has the really long documentary about the making of the movie, which is what I wanted. Because if you've seen that video, I don't know if it hasn't come out yet. Either way, I'm planning on getting the 4K UHD from the Australian version because it's cheaper in Australia to buy the single disc edition. Annoyingly, no special features because it's just the 4K. So my plan is to buy that edition when it's on sale, like a 20% off or whatever, because it's currently $25, so it'll probably be like $20 or something. I don't know. Either way, when it goes down in price, I'll buy it. I bought that for $9. Combine the two together for less than $30. I can get what I would have to import for $50+ from the US if I was to get the standard release that comes out in August, and it's not even August yet. So that release doesn't have all the same. That has 2 more special features, but it cuts out like half the special features that this one has, and I wanted the special features that this release has. So yeah, I got that edition. I didn't have the film on Blu-ray anyway, so I figured why not. It comes with the other audio versions and the older transfer. Whether or not I prefer the older transfer, I don't know. When I get the 4K, I can compare. I've only ever seen the old transfer, and that was on Disney Plus of all places. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not even a huge fan of the film. I just wanted to kind of preserve film kind of deal. And it was also cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. Anyway, I think I might as well do this one. Banshees of Inisherin. Finally bought it. Awful artwork. It's like literally the final shot of the movie, but that's what they do. This is a really good film. I really liked it from last year. It does come with 2 bonus features, which is deleted scenes and creating the Banshees of Inisherin. I mostly wanted to get it for the factor of I hadn't seen it until it came out on Disney Plus. Because I missed it in cinemas. I have a life. I'm too busy to go out and watch movies, especially this one being, it's 2 hours. That's actually fine. But they had a 4K Dolby Vision on Disney Plus, which I'm like, I'll watch that then. So I'm not paying for Disney Plus. It's my girlfriend's account. So I figured that works out for me. I got to watch the film. I really liked it. I still wanted to get the Blu-ray. So I bought the Blu-ray because they had a $10 sale on like a bunch of Disney films. So I bought this for $10. I could have gotten the menu for $10 as well. I think that sale's still on, but I'm just not interested to buy that film. Like, I don't think I'm going to rewatch the menu, and even if I want to, it's a Fox Searchlight, so I can watch it on Disney+. I could have done the same for Banshees, but I want my dad to watch it, and he wants to watch it. Plus the special features, not very much, but it would be nice to have some. I don't think I need to see the film in 4K again. I'm pretty happy with the Blu-ray version anyway, because it probably would look arguably as good, except for it doesn't have the Dolby Vision grading, but Yeah, it is what it is, you know. I don't think it even got a 4K release on physical anyway, like in the US, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it didn't. But yeah, so that's nice. It's a good film. I enjoyed it. And now, if you remember Chameleon Films, it's that Australian film group, I bought a package from them, which I figured was pretty cool, so I'll probably have one of their things in the thumbnail and the title, because why not? So I've actually met them as well. I met them once at the Astor Movie Market last year, which was really cool. I've done a video talking about the Summertime Blues. I was meant to do more anatomies or Blu-rays on the rest of their films. I never got around to it. I haven't watched the rest of their films yet, but they had Election 1 and 2 available. It's been out for like a month or so or something, I can't remember, but it's number 4 and 5 of their listings. This does come with as a sleeve, which is really nice. It's a new thing that they're doing. They had a whole big thing about it. You can pause and read the details if you want, but it basically emphasizes digital restorations of both films in HD, collector's slipcase and booklet featuring new essays by film scholar Gary Bettinson and film critic Sam Ho, newly translated and improved optional English subtitles for both films, and actually credits Dylan Chung for doing the subtitles. That's cool. Disc 1 is Election, Disc 1 is Election 2. They both come with audio commentaries. There's a 2016 festival masterclass of Johnny To, which is an audio recording, interviews, TV spots, theatrical trailers, making of, supplementary audio commentaries, new interviews, a video essay on the election films. So there's a lot of stuff on these 2 discs, which is really nice. But yeah, they had a whole big thing, and you'll notice that this kind of slides out like that. Notable, because we'll get to some other sleeves in a minute. They do have alternate artwork as well. There was a little dot on there. Which I still love how they do the alternate artwork. I love I think they're called like Cassavo cases or something. I don't know. But this just emphasizes what the special features are on the inside rather than actually emphasizing anything else. It still says what the details are both. Oh, sorry. It's reversible artwork. This is for Election, so it tells you what the special features are and all the other details in the bracket there. Which is nice. Because you open it up, reversible artwork has Election 2 with its own artwork and its own details. So if you prefer one over the other, maybe you watch Election, then you swap it over, watch Election 2, that kind of jazz. You can do whatever you want. I think that's a fun little thing that they've added. It's because, again, it actually says spine number 4 on Election and spine number 5 on Election 2. So they've gone for that angle, which I was always wondering, why do they not just have the artwork for both, Election 1, Election 2, and then have the inside artwork be the descriptions of the both films? I personally would have preferred that, because that's just how I would like a set to be, but because this is individualizing 2 different releases, which again, you've got your disc for the first film and disc for the second film there, which is nice. And booklet, of course, with the essays. I still like how they've done it. I like that it's reversible artwork. If you want to get an extra case kind of deal, you still can't do that because it's the same sleeve. I don't know what I was thinking there. I was like, oh, you can still separate them, but you can't really. Either way, yeah. So it just goes into the film. It's nicely spread out. You've got some references. You can use this as a scholarly source, probably. I don't know if you're a uni student. But yeah, it just has notes and references. Actually, it just says notes. Interesting notes. But yeah, just a collection of stuff. But yes, they had a whole big thing a couple months ago while they were producing this. Because they actually told me, which I mentioned in a video months ago, that they were doing Election 1 and 2 before they made their official announcement. I don't think I was the only one they ever told. That would have been very, very weird. I never got in trouble for saying that, oh, they're doing Election. Actually, I never said. I think I said that they were doing 2 Johnny To films, and that was it. I figured it was pretty obvious what the results were going to be. Nevertheless, they did new sets that includes sleeves. These are O-card sleeves of the first 3. I bought all 3. You could basically get them as a limited to 500 edition release. You still get your original artwork, because that's the original case that I bought, except this time it's an O case instead. They just did this as a little bonus thing if you wanted to buy it. I decided to buy it for these ones. I actually do like the artwork. It's quite nice. They come completely flat and folded, so you got to put it in yourself, whatever. Number 2 is Summertime Blues, which is, it's the exact same artwork, which is not disappointing, because it's like some sleeves do that anyway. Which, I mean, Avatar did it. I can't complain. This episode's about sleeves and how boring they are. No, I don't mind. I think to some degree, some fans might not be overtly happy with the fact that they didn't do the same kind of sleeves for for these three that they had done for the other Johnny To film, election ones. At the same time, I think this is just a... Which one did I put it in? I put it in the first one. It came with a little sleeve with a barcode. As you can see there, emphasizing it's one of 500 units. So, yeah, I just figured I'd get that. Limited to 500 copies. It's just little obviously special collector's packs of free glossy O-card slip cases for Chameleon Films' first three Blu-ray releases featuring the original poster artwork for each title. So, yeah. I wanted to do that for myself, mostly because, just to kind of avoid paying for shipping. Basically, they had a free shipping thing if you paid a certain amount. So I figured, well, half the price would have been I paid shipping, but I only got the election films. Or I pay an extra like $7, $8 and I get 3 O-cards to put on my original 3 releases. And I'm like, I'm pretty happy with that. You know, like, I've mentioned in some videos before how I'm not huge on collecting numbered things like Criterion, imprint and whatever. Sometimes you just kind of give up and whatever. But for Chameleon Films, I kind of think I might actually put in the interest. At the same time, I know some of these films are released by, like, Third Window Films or whatever in the UK and whatever, so it's mostly we're getting ports. And they're taking their time. They're not doing, like, imprint where it's every month is a new batch of stuff, which is fine. That's their method of business. That's how they do it. I don't always want to be spending $100 to $300 a month on movie sets. I know a lot of people do. That's perfectly fine. You do what you want to do. I mean, I'm obviously doing it in different batches rather than just having it limited to the brand of imprint. Nevertheless, I figured I'd buy them as well, because it's like, look, I already had the original 3 releases. I've been following Chameleon Films since they began. I want to support them, and it made it an easy way for me to just buy it all in one foul swoop. To my knowledge, they're all still available from the website, so if you want to check them out, you can. I'm not sponsored. But yeah, so I know that they did a big thing where they were posting about, hey, just people want sleeves and jackets or whatever. If we're doing a sleeve release for Election 1 and 2, do you guys want sleeve releases for the original 3? And I think just for licensing reasons, they can only do O-cards. Either way, I still like that they put in the effort. They've given you the option to buy them. It wasn't everyone who's bought it gets them free. It's a, look, if you want to buy them, it's limited to 500 units, go for it. If not, don't worry about it. You can just, whatever. So I just figured because they had posted about how much of their quantity of stock had sold out, that I was looking at it like, I still haven't bought the election films, and I still don't have those sleeves. I might as well just, 2 birds, 1 stone kind of deal. I was going to make a separate video posting about it, but then they literally the day after I bought this stuff, someone else did that and they were sharing. I'm like, that's cool. I might still tag them in this on Twitter or whatever and be like, hey, you guys fucking cool. Love ya. Yeah. But look, it's one of those things. Just, I have them. I'm happy about that. I can put them on my shelf, make them look pretty. I can line them up in spines if I really want to, which I actually can. But yeah, so it's just nice. It's nice to have all this effort put into these films. I don't want to sound like I'm criticizing imprint as like I'm stabbing them behind the back or whatever. It's like, no, I just want to also air support for someone else. So another Australian label. He says when he bought a fuck ton of Disney shit today. I'm sorry. Anyway, thanks for watching. I know my second side package is coming in soon. I've got more stuff coming in eventually. I don't know. What do I have coming in movies wise? Okay, I've actually got some orders from the UK coming in. So yeah. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Yeah, check out my Summertime Blues Anatomy for Blu-ray. I don't do Anatomy for Blu-rays as much as I used to. I don't know why I don't. I got caught up watching movies before I actually started being like, special features. I don't know. If stuff like Blu-ray.com exists, why do I need to do this? But I'm like, I like doing it on the occasion. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Adios.